Wow. Moving into new territory, are we? You guys are trying something new. So this is regarding something new that you're trying. Something where you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and this could be something you've already started. This could be something that's coming in the near future, but I feel like you're going places you've never gone before. And I just heard to get to somewhere you've never been, you have to go places you've never gone. I really hope that makes sense because it's so long. Like, I didn't know if I would get it all out, but I feel like this is a message about change for you. This is something that's changing for you. And you even have, this is even card 46, which adds up to a 10, 4 and 6. So this is about the end of a cycle, and the beginning of a new one. Really coming to a place of completion on something. And I feel like it's interesting because coming to a place of completion on one project or in one aspect of life could send you into this uncharted area, into this unknown area, into a new landscape. So we've got kind of that feeling of completion or ending with the newness. So that you might be in this transitional phase right now where you're ending one thing and starting something else. And this could be something that feels like a natural transition, like I finish like one class and start another, or I finish 1 year of school and start another, or I master this area and then I move on to another area. But this also might be something where it's a complete change of direction for you, where this isn't like this is the next step, like I went from this grade in school to the next grade in school, a natural progression. That's what we expect it to happen. This really might be something that's like, oh, sharp left turn. So this is something totally different. This is not what I thought my next step would be. This is really unknown to me. There could be that element of it. It feels like there's some turbulence here. It feels like even if it's kind of like even if the turbulence hasn't manifested on the outside, there's a turbulent inside feeling that I'm getting, like maybe a little bit nervous for this transition, or nervous for this newness, nervous to take this new direction, or to take on this new responsibility, because this might be that you're moving to the next step of something, like stepping up, moving up the ladder to a higher position, to a position where you're managing people now, or something like that. But there's maybe a little bit of doubt, there's a little bit of worry around this, and this could even be doubt and worry about something that hasn't happened yet. So this could just be doubt about going into this new area. And this might be, for some of you, an expansion of something you've already established. So this might be like, maybe you did already take the leap to, let's say, start a business, but now you want to branch off into a different area, or you want to open yourself up to a new market. You want to try social media on a new platform. You want to build this thing out a little bit more. And it's like, even if you have this level of mastery and you might feel comfortable in the level of knowledge that you have right now, there's this push for you to gain more knowledge, to gain more experience, to learn something new, to explore this new area, try this new thing. There's kind of this push for you to go in that direction. And it might make you a little bit nervous because it is unknown. It's boundary pushing. That's what I'm hearing with this. You are, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, I lost my train of thought here because, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. And this is all good. Here's the feeling I was getting. And it's what I was going to say, but I'm like, let me get the the rest of the oracles out here and get a clear picture of this, get a full picture. Because what I was sensing is, because we have this sun energy here. The sun is, first of all, Leo energy. Let's not even talk about this lion yet. Hold on. The sun is a very bright, vibrant energy. This is the energy of happiness, joy, upliftment. And when I feel this kind of unknown energy, this going into the unknown, exploring new territory, I could feel that this was a step in the direction of this sun energy, of this blissful energy. And then you get waking the lion. So Leo energy coming on strong here. A lot of fiery energy. So we could be looking at Aries, Sagittarius energy as well. At the time of this reading, we're moving into Sagittarius season. So this might be an indication here for some of you that something's about to happen, something's about to change, this transition's about to change you, or it's about to click into place, it's about to really take hold. Yeah, that might be happening soon for some of you who are watching this video at the time that it was posted. But this is a timeless reading, so this doesn't have to do necessarily with timing. But it does have to do with this passion or this drive, because you've got all this fire energy coming out really strong. And we're talking about a transition here, and you have the land between. The land between is about that area where you're not quite there yet, but you're not really where you were before either. And yeah, that's uncomfortable. It's a sign of growth. It can be uncomfortable, but it's a sign that you're closer to this sun energy. Because you're not going to get where you've never been before by only traveling on roads that you've already walked down, because you already know where they lead. But you're really in this place where you're looking for like that happiness, that connection, that click, that joy, that sun energy. And this, for a lot of you, has to do with a passion of yours. This has to do with a soul calling, because of all of this fire energy here. All of this Leo energy too. The energy of self, the energy of moving toward your oneness. So this is personal. This feels really personal. And it's like, yes, you have to get out of your comfort zone, because all of the paths that you've already walked, they're within your comfort zone, of course, because that's where you've been walking. That's what you've been doing. Like, if someone was going to try to find you somewhere, where would they go? Your comfort zone. That's where you'd be. That's like, you have walked those paths. But now in this new area, there's a lot more to be discovered. And there is an uncomfortable situation, I'll give you that. But it's like, you know deep down that this is moving you toward what you ultimately want. And you know deep down that when you feel uncomfortable, it's a sign of growth. So you can kind of feel it. You can feel that that's where you're moving. But yeah, I feel this turbulent energy. I feel a nervous energy, an excited energy, maybe even a little impatience with the land between, because being in this place of like, are we there yet? Did I change yet? Did the transition happen yet? Am I comfortable yet? Like, did I get there? Being in that energy can sort of make us feel impatient a little bit, because it's so difficult to sit in that energy of becoming, but it's ultimately where we've got to be, because we're kind of always going to be there, because we're always going to be growing, hopefully, you know. The energy of one, the Magician. Yeah, it's getting back to that oneness. This isn't selfish energy. It is the energy of self. It's not selfish. It is the energy of you doing what's best for you, what's right for you, what makes you grow and feel fulfilled and feel like you are fulfilling your mission here. It's that kind of energy. And the energy of the Magician is that you have everything that you need. You have everything that it takes in this uncomfortable area of becoming. Don't sweat it. You've got everything you need. You have all of the knowledge that you need. You have all of the skills that you need. You may never have done this before, but you have the pieces. Yeah. There might be some worry. There is some worry. It's okay. Like, I see this. I see that in this uncharted area, in this new area, it's uncomfortable. We know this. It's not fun. And there can be doubt, because it's like your guides see you here in this Magician energy. You can sometimes see yourself here in this Nine of Swords energy, wondering and worrying that it won't be enough, that it won't be good enough, that it won't succeed, that it won't work out, that if you chase this dream and if you step out on this limb, because I kind of feel like that energy of the land between is like stepping out on a limb. It's kind of Fool energy, but it doesn't feel quite as carefree as Fool energy to me. It's like, if you step out on that limb, what if it doesn't work out? Sometimes the doubts creep in. Ace of Pentacles. The Moon. There's a new opportunity here for a lot of you. It's a new financial opportunity. So this space that you want to venture out into that is new for you could provide a lot of financial abundance for you. It could provide a lot of opportunity. If this isn't a financial situation for you, if this isn't like a business idea or a job or some place where you're trying to get more recognition, or where you want to make sales or something like that. This is talking about something that's going to create solid stability, something real. Something that gives you the opportunity to start something real, to begin on a solid footing. And it does feel like you're venturing through this uncertain place in order to get there. But that's really just the energy of becoming, and that's the energy of finding the stability in those uncertain places, kind of traveling through that land of transition, that land between, and finding the stability there, finding it where you can. And more messages of trusting your intuition. Every pile today has been all about the intuition. So yeah, with this Moon energy, there's kind of this energy to trust your intuition. I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy from this, and we were already kind of dealing with Leo energy here. So there might be something here about the summer months, or about June, July, August, somewhere in that range being significant. Could have been significant this year, so this could be about something that happened already, or this could be about something that's going to happen in that time frame. Maybe wanting to get to a certain place, reach a certain goal, or reach a certain level of achievement by that time next year. And this is something you would feel really passionate about. And there might be kind of this doubt, like, can you do it? Will you get there? Will you make it? And this is about facing fears here. So when we go into this uncharted territory, we face a lot of our fears. So this Moon energy is speaking to me about that, about the fears that you're facing as you're making this transition. Some of you might be moving. This transition might be literal, and the fact that I'm looking at this boat here, I'm seeing like overseas travel for some of you. And this might be more than travel. This might be a destination that you plan on like living in permanently or living in for an extended period of time. But it's just interesting because I feel like there is like this little bit of apprehension. You could have maybe even made this move already and you kind of wonder, like, will I stay here? Will I be settled here? Will I succeed here? But I'm seeing that this move, or the thought of this move, whatever this transition is you're making in your life, is moving you toward this happy energy, this sun energy. And you really do have what it takes to make this happen. You have to face fears in order to do it. You have to go into this territory that is unknown to you. You have to kind of awaken this ferocious part of you, this lion inside of you, and take that risk. But there is stability here. There's solid ground here. So I like that this Ace of Pentacles came out for you, because the Uncharted Sea card, it makes me think of like being really wobbly, not being on solid ground, feeling like you can't get your sea legs, or like you don't have your bearings, you know. Kind of feels sometimes like you don't know which way you're going. You don't know if your compass is working. But the Ace of Pentacles is kind of this new foundation of stability. So that's finding stability in this, and that's even finding joy and finding comfort in the discomfort, finding a way to enjoy the process, enjoy this in-between time, enjoying the process of becoming is how this is coming through. Not always being so worried about getting there, but kind of loving the journey as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. We were talking about this Fool energy here, so yeah, stepping out into the unknown, but this is really like, this is stepping toward something that really, really makes you happy, something that lights you up. Could be a connection for you, a romantic connection. It could be a move, a new venture, something that scares you, something that scares you a little bit. But you know why? It's like it scares you because it makes you feel alive with this kind of energy of waking the lion. It makes you feel alive. It brings out that passion in you. It brings out that fire in you. The Judgment card is a card of a wake up. This can be about a wake up call. And we're talking a lot about this. We're talking a lot about waking up to something, waking up to some knowledge, following this passion. King of Wands, more fire energy there. Something is waking up inside of you, and it feels like it's taking you to a place that is unfamiliar to you. It's taking you to a place that you haven't known before. It's pushing your it's pushing your boundaries. It's pushing you out of your comfort zone. But it's also interesting because once we wake up to something, I mean, you can't go back to sleep, right? Once you realize it, it's really hard to go back to sleep. Even when these fears kick in, it's hard to unsee. It's hard to make a desire, a dream, a passion fade away. It's hard to do that once we've seen the potential of it. You have the Sun card under the Fool. There's just constant messages. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck right now as well. Ace of Pentacles. There's constant messages that taking this leap, that moving into this unfamiliar territory is moving you toward happiness, moving you toward celebration. Three of Swords energy under that. This is an indication that this is healing to you. This is something that, like, it seems therapeutic, or the effects of it in your life are therapeutic. And I feel like the reason this message is coming through for you is because you might sometimes feel like the worry about this, or kind of the fears that creep up about moving into these new areas, moving into this new territory, growing in this new way. You might worry that that's stealing your joy, that that's moving you like further away from where you're trying to go, because it feels uncomfortable sometimes. But no, it's encouragement here. These messages are messages of encouragement, and more messages of tuning in. That has been definitely a recurring theme today. Tune in, follow your intuition here with this moon card. Listen to your inner voice with the Hermit Virgo energy here, which kind of extends our time frame here. So interesting. You had Cancer energy, you had Leo energy, you had Virgo energy. So we're moving that energy through September. Very interesting. Yeah. You guys, you don't have to see the whole thing yet. That's the message that's coming through here. Even if you don't think that you're moving toward this happiness, or you doubt your journey sometimes, you don't have to see how where you are right now gets you to where you're going. You don't have to see the whole thing. The Hermit really reminds us of that. The Hermit reminds us that we just have to see the next step. We don't have to see the whole staircase. I heard something the other day, and I honestly don't even know who was talking, because I just had something playing. I don't even know who was talking, but they were saying that often they see people, or people come to them for advice. They're kind of looking down this dark hallway, trying to see down it, trying to see every twist and turn, trying to see like all of the unknown that's gonna pop up and surprise them. And what he was saying was, he's just like, just walk. Like, you don't have to stand here and try to get ahead of everything, or you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have all the information. You don't have to know all the answers from the place that you're standing right now. All you need to have is this passion, this drive, and to have received this call, because this is something you've received a call about. This is something you had like a wake-up call about. That's all you need. You don't have to know how. It's not even your business. It's sometimes helpful for me to think about things like that, because I will think like, well, I have to figure it out. But like, no, it's not even your business. Don't worry about it. You don't always have to know how. You just gotta go. You just gotta let this drive you. And the encouragement here is, this is your happiness. This is your leap. This is your growth, your transition. This is an opportunity. This is stability. This is abundance. Bottom of the deck, death, transformation. Yep. This is your opportunity for growth. And it's uncomfortable because it's growth. So, like, when it starts to not seem clear at times, when you're like, oh, why is this so hard? Why is this so uncomfortable? When that happens, just remember, it is growth. You are growing. You are getting there. You are moving forward. You do have what it takes. It wouldn't be that uncomfortable if it wasn't growth. No way. You have sweet like candy. This is just another message, along with the several others that have come through for you, that you're just moving to this place of bliss, of brightness, of joy, of light. And it's sweet. It's like you're entering this, I just heard you're finding your sweet spot. And I was on a whole nother trail. Like, my thoughts were elsewhere, but this came through so loud. You're finding your sweet spot. So you're finding actually this place that makes you happy. It feels really scary at first, but you're finding your groove. You're finding how to make this work for you. You're finding how to balance your passions with your responsibility. You're finding how to make this thing lucrative, because there's abundance here and stability coming from this. So you're finding out how to make it work, whatever that looks like in your situation. It could even be like a relationship that maybe was a little tricky to figure out how to make that work, but there's a transition happening, and then the two of you are hitting your stride. You're finding out how to work together. You're figuring all of that out. You also have feel. That's that intuitive message that keeps coming out in every reading. You got to feel your way through this. I feel like because a lot of you are probably in this transitional phase, or you're approaching it, you may have already felt your way through this to this point. And then it's like, it might be hard to feel scared, or to feel apprehensive, or to feel doubt when you have known that you followed your intuition and you followed that feeling and that inner guidance to this place. So it's really hard to be in that spot, because it's like, I know I'm doing the right thing because I felt it. Like, I knew this was right, yet here I am and I'm scared. Here I am and I'm not wanting to take that next step. I'm not wanting to leap. I'm not wanting to throw myself into this completely, whatever it is for you. But it's like, the message kind of is, just keep feeling it and just observe this, observe the feelings. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're noticing that growth, just feel it. Allow yourself to feel that. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to resist it. Just the fact that you feel uncomfortable, or that you feel like you're in a period of transition or growth, that doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. That means you're doing it right. If you're feeling those things, that means you're doing it right. We have waiting, and we have rest, recuperate. Wow. Okay, are you guys, because what was one of the messages that was coming through was, maybe there's a little bit of apprehension about taking these next steps. So there might be something you're waiting for. And you might be waiting to feel something, or to feel like it's time. If you feel like you need to rest, definitely take that time to do it. And that might be this hermit energy here, because the hermit energy is very restful. And I like the word recuperate associated with the hermit as well, because sometimes we rest and we don't feel revived, we don't feel recharged, we don't feel like we gained any knowledge. I feel like the hermit, when the hermit pulls in, the hermit doesn't come out until that knowledge has been gained, or until that inner guidance has been found. And so I feel like that energy of recuperate is really kind of pointing to that. There's a lot that can be gained in that quiet space. There's a lot that can be gained from the intuition. And I feel like this must be important for the collective now, because this message has come through one way or another in every single one of these readings. There's something missing here for me. I'm gonna see, okay. I was gonna see if I needed to pull more of these cards, or I have another tarot deck that I could use to clarify. So let's see about this, because I just feel like something wasn't complete here. So you have enjoy the journey and listen. So you have like feel and listen. I feel like this is about tuning into your senses and really relying on that inner guidance, like we're talking about. Like, it just, the message just keeps coming up, and just making sure that that inner voice, like, I feel like this is about really encouraging yourself in these moments of discomfort and these moments of growth, and just really listening to that inner voice that lets you know that you can do this, and you can just enjoy the ride here. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the ups and downs. Yeah. You have everything that it takes. That's what, it just keeps coming through. You have everything that it takes to travel this road. You have everything that it takes, and you even have the passion behind it. Yeah, choices, the moon again. So there's some fear here, and maybe even some missing information. There might be kind of this time where you feel like you're in between because you don't have all the answers, you don't feel like you have the experience, and you want to move into this next place, but you're just not really sure if you have what it takes, but you absolutely do. You are this magician. So very encouraging message for you, a message to listen to your intuition, a message to enjoy this process, even though you might feel like you're on unstable ground right now. You might feel like you're still in the process of figuring something out, and that's okay. That's okay. That's what's growing you. That's what's pushing you to this next phase. That's what's helping you take these leaps, because you're pushing yourself to the next phase. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you in another reading really soon. Bye.